Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, distinguished governors, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the government of Côte d'Ivoire and the people of Abidjan for their warm hospitality. I offer my hearty congratulations upon the successful return of the AFDB headquarters to Abidjan and this first annual meeting here since the return. I would also like to express my sincere respect to President Kaberuka for his great contribution to the development of Africa and the AFDB over the past decade. Under his outstanding leadership, the foundation has been established for Africa's accelerated growth by maintaining the AFDB's AAA credit rating and formulating the AFDB's first 10-year strategy covering from 2013 to 22. The year 2015 marks a significant milestone both for the international development community and the AFDB. Sustainable development goals will be set for 2015 to 30, and a new president will be elected during this memorable 50th annual meeting of the AFDB. On such an important occasion, I am honored to present Japanese views primarily on the development cooperation for Africa between the AFDB and Japan. During Prime Minister Abe's visit to Africa in January last year, he delivered a policy speech titled Japan's Diplomacy Towards Africa, Strengthening Each Individual One by One at the African Union headquarters. His message was that Japanese assistance and the Japanese corporate culture can contribute much to the sustainable development of Africa. We highly value human resources and place importance on creative ingenuity from the bottom up. In this respect, let me elaborate on the three focus areas where Japan's support for Africa goes forward in collaboration with the AFDB. Those are building safety nets, capacity development, and promoting Africa's growth. First, I would like to talk about building safety nets. Huge disasters, including epidemics, can nullify years of developmental achievement in an instant, take a heavy toll on people's lives, and impede economic growth. It is essential not only to take measures to contain specific infectious diseases, but also to strengthen all overall healthcare systems along with improving public health. Therefore, Japan has been advocating the importance of healthcare and disaster risk management in development. The Ebola outbreak in West Africa last year urged us to develop safety nets even in peacetime. Japan appreciates the FDB's expeditious initial response and continuous support for Ebola-affected countries, and at the same time has taken part in providing financial support amounting to $173 million and dispatched experts. The emergency assistance by Japan includes a capacity development project by a trust fund at the AFDB in support of Liberia's microfinance institutions' business continuity on the face of the widespread Ebola disease in Liberia. Second, on capacity development, Japan focuses its support on technical assistance and capacity building to enhance the quality of growth in Africa and realize inclusive growth led by African people. Japan has been providing grant resources to 2 trust funds at the FDB. One of the trust funds, in tandem with yen loans provided by Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JICA, promotes private sector development, including projects that focus on vulnerable groups such as women and youth. An example is capacity building of female small shop owners in Togo. The other trust fund puts particular emphasis on transferring Japanese skills and knowledge in development to Africa. For example, Japan supports a project named Education for Sustainable Development in Africa, or ESDA, that utilizes educational materials developed by the United Nations University and 4 universities in Japan led by Tokyo University. Targeting about 100 African graduate students enrolled in 8 African universities, such as Nairobi University, the ESDA project is expected to educate them as future leaders for Africa's sustainable development in the areas of urban development, rural development, and mining and mineral resources management. Third, on promoting Africa's growth, it is important for Africa to ensure both sufficient quantity and quality of infrastructure investment. Japan suggests that African countries and the FDB pursue quality infrastructure investment. Quality infrastructure investment is something highly operational, long-lasting, environmentally friendly, and conducive to disaster risk management. Though its initial cost seems expensive, the life cycle cost and long-lasting benefits will be favorable in the long run. Last week, Prime Minister Abe announced a new initiative to promote quality infrastructure investment. Our approach is based on an idea to pursue quality and quantity at the same time in investment, rather than favoring quality over quantity. Specifically, the initiative consists of 4 pillars. First, streamlining the process and procedure of yen loans by JICA. Second, PPP infrastructure investment by JICA to further mobilize financial resources and expertise in the private sector. Third, the provision of risk money by Japan Bank for International Cooperation, or JBIC, and other institutions. Finally, disseminating the idea of quality infrastructure investment. Accordingly, we are going to build partnerships with international organizations. In Africa, Japan has attached a great importance to the Enhanced Private Sector Assistance for Africa, or EPSA framework, established in 2005 by partnering with the FDB towards private sector-led development. Japan has recently decided to provide yen loans amounting to $300 million to the FDB under this framework, in addition to the same amount last year. Moreover, in order to help Africa utilize the expertise of Japanese private companies, we will support efforts to provide business matching opportunities for Africa and Japan, such as the Japan-African Business Forum, held by the FDB's Asia External Representation Office in Tokyo, or ASRO, in June 2014. It is my strong belief that green, sustainable, and inclusive growth in the Africa continent, where human lives and nature coexist harmoniously, is critically important for the sustainability of the global economy. The FDB, as a prominent African international development institution, should help African countries realize such desirable development. There is no doubt that the FDB's role is becoming increasingly important. I expect the next president to manage the bank with strong leadership towards the development of Africa. Thank you for your kind attention.